Shalom, first and foremost, want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Give double honors to the elders that rule well, and say honors and shalom to all the brothers out there doing the work in truth and sincerity. All right, it's the brother Alazar Baloya. I want to do this video on wisdom, okay? Because wisdom is your main squeeze. You know, we all got, a lot of us, some brothers that might have become eunuchs or, whatever. But, the majority of us brothers in this truth, we deal with women, whether non-believing or believing. But the fact of the matter is, when you really get into these scriptures, you have to understand that wisdom is your main squeeze, okay, regardless of anything. That's why wisdom is likened unto a woman. And the fact that, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, when he describes wisdom in the scriptures, he likens it unto a woman is for a key reason. Okay, and we're going to get into some scriptures on that and basically prove that wisdom is your main squeeze and why wisdom is constantly likened unto a woman. Okay, because like the scriptures say, many have gone out of their wits for women. Okay, you basically need to go out of your wits to get this knowledge. Okay, because if you go out of your wits for that woman, likely 9 times out of 10, it's going to be to your own ruin. You go out of your wits for the woman that is wisdom, and it's not going to be to your ruin. It's going to be to your edification and your eventual exaltation and salvation. Okay, let's go to the book of Sirach or Ecclesiasticus here in the Apocrypha, the 4th chapter, starting at the 11th verse. Wisdom exalteth her children, and layeth hold of them that seek her. So it's calling it a her. Again, wisdom is always likened unto a woman, or always in a feminine sense. Verse 12. He that loveth her loveth life. So if you love your life, you're going to love wisdom. Where's the wisdom at? It's in this Bible. Okay. And they that seek to her early shall be filled with joy. Okay. Them that are seeking after wisdom, them that are chasing that woman that is wisdom, chasing that tail, right? Verse 13, he that holdeth her fast shall inherit glory. I know a lot of us hold fast our women, but you got to be holding fast wisdom principally and chiefly. Because if you hold fast wisdom principally and chiefly, you shall inherit the glory. What is that glory? The kingdom of heaven. Okay? You shall be a part of the elect. And wheresoever she entereth, the Lord will bless. Exactly. So whoever wisdom enters in, whoever obtains the wisdom, the Lord will bless. So if you are seeking this wisdom and you obtain this wisdom, the Lord will bless you. Okay. This is verse 14. They that serve her shall minister to the Holy One. Okay. They that serve her shall be the priests of the Most High, shall be the ministers of the Most High. And them that love her, the Lord doth love. So all of us that's out here loving wisdom, the Most High, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, loves us. Okay. This verse 15. Whoso giveth ear unto her shall judge the nations. Okay. So again, he that giveth ear unto wisdom are those that are going to be a part of the elect, because the elect are going to sit on the thrones and judge these people. Okay. And he that attendeth unto her shall dwell securely. So the Lord is going to be with. The Lord is again going to give that salvation, going to save those that incline their ear to wisdom. Verse 16, if a man commit himself unto her, so if you give yourself unto her, make wisdom your main squeeze, right? He shall inherit her, and his generation shall hold her in possession. For at the first she will walk with him by crooked ways. Okay, so you're going to be chasing this woman that is wisdom. This fine ass woman that is wisdom. This woman with big old titties and a fat old ass, right? And, you chasing her, but she walking to you with crooked ways. She ain't giving you that pussy up so easy. She got you jumping through hoops. That is this wisdom. That actually goes into when you come into this truth, you start going through trials and tribulations. Okay, some of us are having infirmities. Some of us are dealing with other bullshit, catching all type of hell. That's wisdom walking in those crooked ways. Okay. For at the first she will walk with him by crooked ways, and bring fear and dread upon him, and torment him with her discipline. Okay, because wisdom gives discipline. Okay, and basically this woman that is wisdom is not giving that pussy up like the majority of these women out here. She making you earn that pussy. Again, she making you jump through hoops. You got to take her out on date. You got to do all kind of stuff for this woman wisdom. You got to be texting her back. You got to answer her phone calls. You got to do all of that. These things that a lot of these women want you to do, but a lot of us don't like doing it, because at the end of the day, that pussy ain't always worth it. But the pussy that wisdom got, the metaphysical pussy that wisdom got, is worth it, because that pussy is really the kingdom in essence. You see what I'm saying? And try him by her laws. Verse 18. Then we shall return. Then will she turn the straight way unto him and comfort him and shew him her secrets. Exactly. So, after wisdom has tried you out and put you through the ringer, then she's going to comfort you. Then she's going to put you in her bosom and, rub your back and make you feel okay and show you her secrets. Give up that box, right? Okay. Verse 19, but if he go wrong, she will forsake him and give him over to his own ruin. So those that go off, those that fall back into the world will be given up to their own ruin. Okay. Let's go into the next one though. I'm gonna skip to verse 23, still here in Sirach 4. And refrain not to speak when there is occasion to do good, and hide not thy wisdom in her beauty, because wisdom is beautiful. So the wisdom that you have, you don't need to hide it. Bring it out when it's unto edification. When you're not casting your pearls among swine, bring out that wisdom, because that wisdom is beautiful. Okay, that wisdom is very beautiful. Very beautiful. Let's go to chapter 6. Still in Sirach. This is chapter 6, starting at 18. My son, gather instruction from thy youth up, so thou shalt find wisdom till thine old age. Come unto her as one that ploweth and soweth, and wait for her good fruit. So you have to wait for the good fruit, because when you plowing and sowing, when you're working in the field, being a husbandman, okay, that takes time. And again, it's talking about plowing and sowing. That's a husbandman. Okay, you're a husbandman. Going back also to the base of the double meaning of being a husband. What does a husband have? A wife. So wisdom, that's your wife. That's your principal wife. That's your main squeeze, right? And wait for her good fruits. So you have to wait for the good fruits. The harvest. That's why the scriptures speak about the last days and basically the salvation of our people as the harvest. You see what I'm saying? For thou shalt not toil much in laboring about her, but thou shalt eat of her fruits right soon. Exactly. So, you're going to eat of the fruits, meaning you're going to receive the, the benefits and the reward for seeking wisdom, being in his truth, putting your faith in Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah and your trust. Verse 20. So she is very unpleasant to the unlearned. Okay, so to a lot of, let's put this in again in the sense of a woman. The unlearned. These average niggas, they don't like her. They talk down on her because she's not gonna give that pussy up easy. She's not like these other bitches. You see what I'm saying? Put it in that sense so you can understand. So that's why she's unpleasant to them. All that bitch is stuck up. That's how they look at wisdom. Because wisdom's not giving these niggas the time of day. You understand what I'm saying? Understanding will not remain with her. She is very unpleasant to the unlearned. He that is without understanding will not remain with her. So you might have dudes that kind of start talking to wisdom. But if they're not of understanding, wisdom gonna cut their ass off. You see what I'm saying? Verse 21. She will lie upon him as a mighty stone of trial, and he will cast her from ere it be long. For wisdom is according to her name, and she is not manifest unto many. Exactly. So she ain't giving that pussy up to everybody. Okay, she's for a select, eclectic, elect, small sanctuary. Okay. Verse 23. Give ear, my son. Receive my advice and refuse not my counsel, and put thy feet into her fetters and thy neck into her chains. So basically, be subservient. Become a slave unto wisdom. Okay. You got these niggas that love to bow down to these bitches, man. These black, Hispanic, these white bitches. They'll bow down to any bitch, really. The way these niggas is, they worship all these. They don't just worship the black woman and the Hispanic woman. They worship the white woman, too. They worship all of these women, right? But instead of bowing down to these bitches, bow down to wisdom. Become a slave unto wisdom. You see what I'm saying? Let me continue. Verse 25. Bow down thy shoulder and bear her, and be not grieved with her bonds. Don't be grieved with her bonds. Okay, don't be grieved to be a slave unto wisdom. We should all in this truth be slaves unto wisdom. Okay, verse 26. Come unto her with thy whole heart, and keep her ways with all thy power. Okay, so basically wholeheartedly give yourself to wisdom. Give yourself to this truth. Okay, totally. And it says, keep her ways with all thy power. With everything with every essence of your being, stay on point. Stay in the truth. Okay, stay in the spirit of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. Follow the law, statutes, and commandments to your best of your abilities. Do the right thing. Do the work. Do all of that. That is staying in her ways with all of our power. Okay. Verse 27. Search and seek and she shall be made known unto thee. Exactly. Seek her. Chase that bitch, man. Not even that bitch. Chase that woman. Chase her fine ass. And she will make herself known unto you. Right? And when thou hast got hold of her, let not her go. When she finally give it to you, you better not let that woman go. You better cleave unto that woman, become one flesh to that woman at all times, and never be without that woman. That is wisdom. Okay? Which none of these women are on this level at all. You know, wisdom is the most perfect woman, a woman that can't be found, you know, on the earth right now. Okay? Because women haven't even been given wisdom. You know, wisdom is like that woman. And I don't kick it with bitches. You know, one of them type of women. You know, except for she don't be giving it up to niggas like that neither. You know what I'm saying? Where I'm at. Verse 28. For at the last, thou shalt find her rest, and thou shalt be turned to thy joy at the last. So in the last days, you're going to get, you know, the joy, and you're going to get the rest that came with chasing wisdom around. You see what I'm saying? Which is the kingdom of heaven. Verse 29. Then shall her fetters be a strong defense for thee, and her chains a robe of glory. Talking about our glory and our strength that we're going to get for attending to that wisdom. So making yourself subservient unto wisdom is only going to be to your ultimate benefit, because wisdom is going to be your defense and your glory. Okay? Verse 30. For there is a golden ornament upon her, and her bands are purple lace. So her bands that you are being subservient unto really are indicative of rulership, indicative of glory. Okay? A royalty. Verse 31. Thou shalt put her on as a robe of honor, and thou shalt put her about thee as a crown of joy. So basically, becoming subservient and chasing wisdom is going to be to our ultimate benefit. Okay? Let's go to the 14th chapter of Sirach. And let's start at verse 20. What do I need? Verse 20. Yeah. Okay. This is Sirach 14 and 20. Blessed is the man that doth meditate good things and wisdom, and that reasoneth of holy things by his understanding, that is constantly thinking of the scriptures, constantly, you know, breakdowns is coming to you, things like that. You constantly putting things together in your head, observing the outside world, filtering it through the scriptures. Okay, verse 21. He that considereth her ways in his heart shall also have understanding in her secrets. Go after her as one that traceth and lie in wait in her ways. Basically, stalk wisdom. You supposed to be going crazy for this girl, man. You supposed to stalk this woman that is wisdom. Not these women that's walking around here in a metaphorical sense. You see what I'm saying? Wisdom. Okay? But you got some niggas that's stalking they women, man. You know? Hey, we've all kind of done it, right? But we need to be going to the extreme to where we actually popping up on it. We popping up at wisdom at the job. We popping up at wisdom at our house unannounced. Right? We got to be going crazy for this woman, because we really want to get this woman. Okay? Because this woman comes with glory, as we were just reading about in the 6th chapter. Okay, let me continue though. Verse 23. He that prieth in at her window shall also hearken at her doors. Man, you trying to hop through the window on her ass, man. You know? Wisdom, that is. It's metaphorical now. Verse 24. He that doth lodge near her house shall also fasten a pin in her walls. He shall pitch his tent nigh unto her, and shall lodge in a lodging where good things are. He shall set his children under her shelter, and shall lodge under her branches. By her he shall be covered from heat, and in her glory shall he dwell. Exactly. So basically, wisdom is seeking after this wisdom is for our ultimate benefits. Again, let me go to the next one. The 18th. Going to Sirach 18 and 28. Every man of understanding knoweth wisdom, and will give praise unto them that found her. Exactly. So you got to chase this woman. When you finally find this woman, praise is going to be given unto you when you get your exaltation and your salvation, and we in the kingdom of heaven. You see what I'm saying? Now let's go to Book of Proverbs. It's Proverbs 7 and 4. Say unto wisdom, thou art my sister, and call understanding thy kinswoman. Exactly. So again, it's likened unto a woman. But in there it's saying thy sister and thy kinswoman. Now, let's go to the book of Songs of Solomon to kind of put that all together here. Let's go to Songs of Solomon 4 and 10. How fair is thy love, my sister. Now it says my sister, and then we got to remember Songs of Solomon is dealing with metaphors and allegories. So it says, how fair is thy love, my sister. It says in Proverbs 74, written by the same man, call wisdom your sister and your kinswoman. It says, how fair is thy love, my sister, my spouse. Okay, so again, that's likening her unto not only your sister as far as your kinswoman, a woman of your people, but also your spouse. So call wisdom your kinswoman, some that she's related to you, but she ain't your actual sister. She is your spouse. Okay, she's a daughter of your people, like Eve from Adam's rib as his people, but is your spouse, is your woman, is your main squeeze. Okay, let me finish this verse. How much better is thy love than wine? What is that wine? I just did a video on that wine. Wine has to do with the doctrine of philosophy and ideology that leads to our ignorance, sin, transgression, and nakedness and shame, right? How much better is thy love than wine, right? Because that love of wisdom is what gets us our glory. And the smell of thine ointments than all spices. And that ointments, when you deal with that ointment, it has to do with that anointing. You see what I'm saying? So when you cleave unto that wisdom, when you make wisdom your main squeeze, when you chase after wisdom, and when you get that, when she finally gives herself unto you, you get that anointing ointment. You see what I'm saying? And you get that glory that comes with being subservient to wisdom. Okay, with chasing that cat that wisdom had. All right, so to speak. Okay, but yeah, just wanted to do that, man. Remember, wisdom is your main squeeze, not these women or not anything else of this world. Wisdom is the principal thing that, that we need to be chasing to try to obtain in this, while we're here, because that is what's going to get us into that kingdom, get us our glorification and our salvation. Okay, and with that, I want to say shalom.